ever so often you get a product that you gotta do an unboxing of in addition to all the other fun stuff I do. This is one of those days. Hey guys, welcome back to techgooch. Today we're taking a peek at the Peak Design travel tripod. Now they offer this in two varieties, an aluminum and a carbon. This is the aluminum flavor. The carbon is going to be a little bit lighter, but essentially the design is the same. The carbon a little bit lighter, but also a little sturdier, a little firmer, so you get a little bit less rockiness. Where the aluminum is a little looser, I guess. I have never used either, and I have been wanting to take a peek at this since they brought it out in design concept on Kickstarter, and today I get to play around. So, yeah, you know what? We're gonna bring in the video, and we're gonna open it up together. Okay, so this is the package. You can see it's still sealed in plastic. I brought it right down here once I got it in the mail. So we have the Peak Design logo. We have the specs here. On here it tells us it's 3.44 pounds or 1.56 kilograms. Aluminum alloy, max weight. So they rate it to a 20-pound load, or a 9.1 kilogram that you can actually put on this bad boy. Standing height, 51.6 inches with the shaft all the way down, up to 60.2, and then lowest height, 55.6. That equates to 131 centimeters up to 153, all the way down to 14.2 in their low mode. So, yes, I am really looking forward to this. All right, let's see if I can do this without getting something else out. It's always the fun thing of having cut your fingernails just yesterday. All right. Plastic aside. So it's got an elastic top to it. Wow, that's cool. Alright, and then we are in the bag. Nothing else in the box. Nothing else in the box. Nothing in the top. Nothing in the top. Packaging wise, I give you kudos. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool package. Our favorite silica gel, right? It's always a bit, and then they do give you a Peak Design sticker there as well, along with the silica gel. The bag, looking at online, I was very impressed by how tight and how well the bag was designed around the actual tripod. Just a small piece of zipper here up top, fillets open, and then we can actually take the actual tripod out in the bag. Doesn't feel like there's anything else in there. Okay, so that's the bag. Alright, so, tripod itself. Quick, oh yeah, nice and sturdy. Holy cow. Way more sturdy than my Manfrotto tripod that I am currently using. This is, you can see the wrench that they have here. It's on a clip. The clip can stay on, and the actual tool itself is removable, right? It does click in, so it actually shouldn't fall out. That's a huge bonus. I'm going to go ahead and take off the tag, but this tag, which is attached here where you can actually put a clip as well, the information tag on all the weights and everything, and it looks like they have a nice manual about all the information, all the plates, how to use the plates, how to use the phone mount, the J-hook in there, the straps and pouches you can get along with this, how to use it with lenses, how to actually open up the pieces. Yeah, they go through everything. This is a handy little book. This is something that you're going to want to keep alongside. So, with that said, oh, that is just buttery smooth. Yeah, I like these a lot more than I like on my Manfrotto. Very similar design, but different. It just feels really good. Now, of course, time will tell how much I like certain things about it. The clip up here, I do have more of these clips actually from Peak Design from previous things that I've reviewed of theirs. Now, it's going to be nice to be able to use a tripod that'll also use it, so that's always a big bonus. There is a bubble level on the top. So this is just the opening of it. This is going to be part of the larger video. So here shortly, well, I guess maybe I'll show you this as well. So down here we can get, oh, okay, so you pull down and then you turn, and that's how you can remove the hook. And right away, the mobile phone mount just comes down to greet you. That's pretty cool. So up here, where your actual tripod is, this just clips into here, supposedly, right? Or does it go the other way? Okay, so like that. And then you can put your phone, I can get my phone right here. Or in this case, actually, like this. And then we have a phone mount for the tripod. So the adjust up and down, and then unlock the ball head. Oh, that's awesome! That is a lot better than my ball head. And it locks on. It locks on really good. Well, I'm not going to say too much yet because I just got this out of the package. But so far, I'm very, very impressed by the quality of this build of this product. So let's fast forward to me after I've been using it for a while. Well, it's been a little while. I've been using this tripod exclusively for a month and a half, maybe almost 2 months now. And I have a lot to say about it. Now, I started using this with my camcorder, and that is my Sony AX700 that I used for over the last year and a half, I would say, as my main camera. I have now since upgraded to the Sony A7S III since it came out. Expensive camera, but it was needed. I've always wanted it. I was always hoping for them to bring out this model pretty much almost exactly how they have it. There's always things they can do better. But this isn't about that. This is about the tripod that sits below it. For a while, prior to receiving this, I have a Manfrotto compact, a ball head tripod that I've been using for a long time. Boy, almost as long as I've had this YouTube channel. It was a fairly inexpensive tripod. I want to say 70 bucks. I think about 70 bucks. And it's a flip lock, legged, packs up pretty small, ball head, and it's been great. I've always considered going to a video tripod head because that ball head on that one, it works good, but it's got some serious faults to it. I'll give it that. It slaps around a lot when you're not tight. There's a lot of downsides to it. That said, it's still a decent tripod, especially for the price. For the price, it's not a bad option, but it pales in comparison to what this guy right here is. Peak Design, look, if you've watched this channel, I am a very big Peak Design fan. I really am, because they make a great product. It's not because I'm brand loyalist so much. If they bring out a junky product, there's going to be things I don't like about it. There's things about everything that I don't like. There's things about their bags, which I think are some of the best camera bags in the industry. There's a few things in here that I don't like as much, but they're on the right track. They've got so many things going on here with this specific tripod, and this is their first real tripod. These guys are on the map because it is the highest quality tripod I've ever touched, no doubt. And of course, I'm sure there's higher quality ones than that, but I haven't touched them, and they're nowhere in any store near where I live, at least. The thought process of how this is designed is fantastic. The ball head now actually makes me want to stick with the ball head. Originally, even when it was being shipped to me for me to test out, I was considering, well, maybe down the road I might get that universal head adapter and put a nice video tripod head on there. I'm not going to do that. I really like this ball head. There's no slop to it at all. It tightens down real quick. It is just a fantastic ball head. Way better design, in my opinion, than the Manfrotto one that I had before this. Now, I have not used the low mode, where basically you can take, unlock the legs and you can bring it down, right? I have not done the low mode, but I really don't do a whole lot of shots that require that. So until then, I have a hard time saying that I have a lot of experience with that. I've never done it with any tripod ever, and I'm not saying that it's not a fantastic option. I'm just saying that I haven't used it yet. So I'm going to leave that out. I have also not used the tripod, the standard head adapter. I've only used the ball head, but like I just stated, I love it. The mobile mount, which is down below, this guy here that we showed just a little bit ago, I think it was in the video just a little bit ago, works really good. And the thing is it's not my favorite mobile adapter. It isn't. But I don't have to stick this in my bag. It hides up inside this leg, which means it's going to be the best mobile adapter that I'm going to have with me, which means everything. It means the world in all reality. The mobile head adapter that I'm using right now, which is just my old aluminum ReadyCam, it's a fantastic high quality mount, but takes up room. I can't hide it in anything. It does not pack down into this little tube, like really nice and small. So I won't be using that. That is what I will be using from here on out, unless I'm using that tripod. So that said, the capability of this tripod to lock on is fantastic. It works so well. It is just a great tripod, and the head is just smooth as butter, just great. There's no slop to it. I have it set, if you notice there, I have it set so I actually bring it in from the side rather than from the front. There's a reason for that, and that's actually so I can actually shoot I can actually shoot vertically, but then I'll get the legs in. But I shoot a lot of videos. I do a lot of videos with looking at my phone from the outside when I do my setups. And that's how I do it with this tripod. And it's so nice to be able to get a really good angle really quick and easy with this ball head. Look, Peak Design, they went out of their way to make a fantastic tripod, and they hit a home run. The lock that locks the camera on, which means I can carry this sucker with the camera attached without having to worry about it falling off. It is really well designed. And of course I slapped that guy off. And to be honest, having the Allen head key on the leg, brilliant. That was maybe the only time I've ever unclipped it by accident. I've always double checked. Oh, did I lose it in traveling or whatever? No, it's always there. It's fantastic. It's great. Now you can easily pop it off and put it in your bag if you don't want it. If you're worried, if you're in an environment that you're just worried about losing it, that's fine. You can take it off real quick. The other nice thing is I really like the clips, the base clips that you use for Peak Design. They're fantastic. You work with their other systems. So if you have other Peak Design products in the past, like the Capture or anything like that, slides right in and uses the same. Also, and this is going to go with the bag, and that's what we were talking about before with the bag, how it comes when we actually did the unboxing. This is actually how I keep it at all times. This is the Everyday Bag Zip, or Everyday Zip Bag. I keep this attached in here, and you can see that little guy, the actual strap for my bag actually goes through the loop of the tripod bag. So this tripod bag can't fall off. It is attached to this bag. So I unzip it and just take the tripod out when I use it. So whenever I take my camera on the go, whether I'm going to do a shoot outside somewhere, or if I'm going to, just video my daughters at a soccer game or a gymnastics meet or something, I throw it in this bag. It's already ready to go with everything ready to go. And obviously I can put my camera inside here. It works really well. Now it is a tight fit, right? So you can't just slide it in and zip it shut. It's I wouldn't say it's a process, but it's something that you gotta slip it down in there. They made the bag nice and tight, but for a reason. So it's not large and obtrusive, right? So it takes a second to get it in there, but once it's in there, it's not coming out without me releasing it, right? And that's the point. If I have a really high quality product like this, I want to put it in here because it keeps it protected. The only time that I didn't put it in here, I didn't put it in the bag. I didn't put it in my backpack. I had it in a different sling bag. Had it attached to it. I don't need the bag or whatever. I dropped it, and I now have a little mar on the tripod from stupidity. It didn't hurt it at all. It fell 4 feet to the ground, straight on the head, and nothing happened other than I just marred it just a little bit. And if nothing else, that sticks in my face every time I try to do it to remember, hey, don't be dumb. So, yeah, so if using it with my video camera or with my A7S III, which essentially is a really nice video camera, I have nothing but fantastic things to say about this tripod. Setting it up as well, it's way faster to extend the legs on this tripod than it definitely is on my Manfrotto. And I'm going to demonstrate that right now. So all you do, and you'll see here in a second why I mean by that. I'm just going to get my strap out of the way so it's easier to see. If you just take all 4 of these and undo them real quick, it's fully extended. And all I got to do, and to be honest, if you get all of them out at the same time, right, they all drop down, then you can just go around the circle and just lock all of them in place all at the same time. And you are fully engaged, ready to rock and roll. And then the side here, where you just pull out, you loosen that guy up, and you extend it all the way out. Now you're fully extended. And then this guy just kind of hides back away if you need it to. I leave it out when I'm using it, but if you can't tell, I love this tripod. So I did want to show real quick on the Peak Design travel tripod here how it works with a camcorder rather than an actual interchangeable lens camera, mirrorless camera, any of those cameras. This is Sony's AX700 series camcorder. Now this is basically what I've been using for the last year and a half, 2 years almost now. I got this, I changed from my A6500 to the AX700, which has its ups and its downs like any choice. But it works, this tripod works just as good with a camcorder as it does with a interchangeable lens camera. So this is not just a photographer's tripod. This is definitely photographer or videographer. Now, most videographers don't like ball type heads, right? Because you can get off at angles. I am kind of in between in that, to be honest. There is a standard tripod head adapter that you can get for this tripod, so you can put any head that you would like on it. However, the more you play with ball heads, now I actually have my previous tripod was also a ball head. This is a substantially better ball head, I'll be honest. After using it now for the last few weeks, this is a way better ball head. And I really like how fluid it is to get the motion that you want. And I get much better footage now with this. And whereas my other ball head actually had a handle that I could actually go around, and it actually locked so it couldn't go off to the side. So it was kind of more designed for videographers' work because it would not allow you to get off of the horizon. I actually stay better with this because it's just there's no locked motion, and it's very, very fluid. You can also adjust how because of how this head works. I can adjust how the camera is positioned within it, and essentially that changes how it actually pivots on the ball. So like in this position, I can't really go further down than right there just because of how it's positioned. So if I actually unlock, take this out, and go back to how I was, now when I actually lock it, now I can go straight down, right? So this ball on this head is phenomenal. Whether you have an interchangeable lens camera or a camcorder, Huge fan, but of course, if you're not a fan of the ball head, you can always change over to whatever tripod head that fits your fancy. Okay, so now that we looked at how it actually works with a camcorder, this is what replaced my AX700 camcorder. This is the Sony A7S III with a decently weighted lens, to be honest about it. So the use of this tripod, to be honest, isn't that much different than it was with the camcorder, other than obviously the ergonomics of the actual camera itself. The ball head that Peak Design has designed in this case, best tripod head I've ever used. Now, I'm not saying that there are not better tripods heads out there, depending on your specific use and scenario. Photography and videographers, I think, would agree. This is a very, very well-designed head and really good for a very overall use head. It also is fantastic because of how lightweight and small it gets, right? And it keeps everything compact. But in my regard, just kind of like I showed you with the camcorder, how I actually have this all set up, I can do this in 90-degree increments depending on how I want to attach it. And then once I attach it, I lock it into place with the lock bar here, and it is set. I mean, I can grab this tripod, put it over my arm, and just walk to my next shooting location. I'm so far I've been extremely confident. Now, I probably wouldn't have this fully extended out because it's a lot of weight all the way out on this single bar, but I've constantly just grabbed my tripod and went with it with my camera attached, and I feel very confident. I feel more confident with this tripod than I do with my Manfrotto that I'm currently using right there to shoot this video with. By the way, we're shooting on an iPhone 11 Pro. If the sound or the video is terrible, I apologize. This is obviously what I do all my new videos on. So, the tripod itself, the head, and why I shoot with the lock mechanism to the left, or the release mechanism to the left. I don't know if I showed you with the other video I shot a while back, is to try to get it basically almost straight up and down, right? That's kind of what I'm going for. And so if I go any other direction, the feet of the tripod, you can see, will only allow to go certain distance on each of those other axes. If you're more of a photographer, I would tell you that you're probably going to more shoot with the clip to the back, because then you can get kind of the right side, right? The vertical, the completely portrait mode kind of shot. But for my video work that I do, I need to shoot almost straight down, and I always keep it in landscape mode. So the thing about the ball head itself, as you can see, I'm getting really used to this. I've been using this tripod now for a month and a half or so, and the ring, this lock ring, you just get used to using it. And I will be honest about it as well. Shooting, if I unrelease the lock ring completely, and now I'm actually trying to get like a motion shot trying to track somebody, I'm actually better with this than I was with my Manfrotto, which actually has a horizontal lock. So I can just kind of go back and forth, basically a video mode, right? So that it doesn't tilt. That's a lot looser. This is a lot tighter. It doesn't have a horizontal lock. I can change it, but I can also keep track and actually track my subjects better with this tripod. Substantially better, to be honest, and it's a lot smoother. The other thing to say about it is you can be more artistic because I have more freedom of motion without trying to unlock the ball head. It's fantastic. They did a really good job. Now, I don't carry, and I can't say that I put my iPhone on a tripod frequently. I don't. But having the mobile phone adapter just in the leg, ready to go at all times. I've only used it once. I think only once. Maybe twice, but once really. And I have a iPhone mount, or a phone mount, I should say, that I'm using right now, actually, that I have in my studio. I keep it in my studio. That is great. It works great. It's a better mobile phone mount than this guy is, to be honest about it. But that doesn't pack down. That doesn't really store up very well. This is in the tripod, all ready to go. Fantastic addition. The other key neat thing about this is the tool, which comes in the clip that's clipped onto the leg. These two Allen wrench sizes basically can do everything on the tripod. And so they are extremely handy to have. One thing that is sort of the things that you think about, the base plate on the tripod on my camera, right? It goes on with an Allen key. It is so much better than having like just a standard screw. It cranks on there and it does not move once you get it tight. It's awesome. The whole setup is fantastic. Peak Design, you guys make great stuff. So I can't say anything but great things about that. Now I'm going to go ahead and take my camera off. I do want to show you really quick how fast and I guess how easy it is to pack this up, but also how fast and easy it is to deploy it. And so kind of like anything, you have the clips here for all 3 legs. And what you do is you just kind of go around and you release all the clips. And you're probably used to doing this if you have a tripod that collapses, right? And you just take it, of course I'm usually outside doing this. And I usually just flip it upside down so it can't unclip itself. And then you're set. I mean, that's it right there. And then I can throw it in my bag, and I'll show you that here in a minute. To deploy, it's opposite, but the same. And so you just undo all the clips, right? And this is, on all 3 legs, right, like that. But when you tip it up right side up, the whole thing just goes all the time. And then you can just kind of go around and just keep it together like this and just go around, right? And just collapse them all. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually collapse this back up. I'm going to show you why the Peak Design bags are a really good thing to have with this. So here I have my tripod. This is the Peak Design Everyday Zip bag, which I love. This is actually the 20-liter version. I do have the 15-liter version as well. But the 20-liter is great for large pack outs, right? And I always have my Peak Design bag attached to this, pre-attached to this. You can see the clip here that actually I went through one of the fastening straps that are basically built into the tripod bag. So this everyday bag has these clips, and I can take this out. It's right there. So I just go through right there, and then clip it to the bag. And then I keep it, it's actually tight enough with the tripod in there, and so I have it all set for it, basically. But the bag can't come out, right? That's the key. So I have it all set, so all I do is just take the tripod itself, and as you saw when we were taking it out the first time, the bag is a fairly tight fit. There is enough room in there for everything, to be honest, but it doesn't have a whole lot of extra room. So it takes a second, right? You want to be careful when you're doing the zipper here at the end, that everything is inside. And there we are. Now we're fully enclosed inside the bag, attached to my everyday zip bag, and it can't accidentally fall out, right? I can do all I want, and nothing's going to come out of that sucker. So that, you can tell, everything that Peak Design does, they think, how can I make that work with every other product that I make and every other product I create? It's one of those things that's awesome. It just makes a creator feel, well, they care. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. So, this is the aluminum version of the travel tripod. They also have a carbon fiber version. Aluminum version $349, carbon fiber $599. Carbon is definitely lighter and stiffer, and there's some definite advantages to it. Aluminum is usually viewed as a more stable tripod mainly because it is heavier. It's heavier in weight. 3.4 pounds for the aluminum. I think it's 2.8 for the carbon version. I have not tried the carbon version, so I don't really have a say on that, but aluminum tripods is kind of what I've been running for a long time. I actually have had a carbon fiber monopod. That was my first carbon one, and I love that. It's fantastic. So that said, they recommend these guys for up to 20 pounds in camera weight. So I haven't actually weighed my rig. It's not 20 pounds, but it's not light. I'll give it that. They do offer multiple accessories, and that's going to be from, they have spike feet as well as an ultralight kit. Spike feet basically replaces the rubber feet that you see here. These, you can use the Allen adapter to remove the feet and replace them with spike feet rather than the rubber feet. Also, you can remove the entire leg assembly, so you can basically make it a lot lighter. So if you don't need the extension, basically you the big clip here, the big leg clip, we just maybe pop out. There we go. Pop it that way, and out comes the leg. And then you can basically put what's called the ultralight kit, and it just pops in there, and you're going to shave a ton of weight off of this tripod. Of course, you can't extend it other than just the main leg, right? The central one. That's it. So you lose weight, but you lose also a little bit of function. That was easy. Also, there is the universal head adapter that replaces the ball head. You can see there, I don't know if you can see that there's a separation point right here. This head here actually can come off, puts in a universal head on, and I can put any tripod head that makes me happy, right? From any manufacturer, really, that uses a standard design. So, all in all, for this being what it is, now it extends, I should say that as well, it extends up to 60 inches. That's going to be your max height. So, all in all, I can't think, personally for me, I don't know if there's a better tripod out there that is built to this level at this price. So for what it is, this is now my new favorite tripod, and I've been looking. I've wanted to get up my hands onto this as soon as they launched the Kickstarter campaign. Yeah, Peak Design, you guys make some great stuff. You really do. And every product I get to try from you, I'm always blown away by it. So, to that end, thank you for watching this video. It's kind of long-winded, I understand that. We kind of went from unboxing all the way till now. And I was really anticipating this product. I got it out of the box. I thought, wow, this is awesome. And then the ball head, how much am I going to like this new ball head? It turns out I love this new ball head. Yeah, I really like this product. So, with that said, guys, if you notice something in my videos that it's shaky for some weird reason and I'm not touching it, blame this. I don't think you're going to see that, to be honest about it. But fantastic, fantastic job, Peak Design. Thank you very much for allowing me to take a peek at this product. Hopefully someday I get to at least test out the carbon fiber version. I'm not going to say that it's going to change my mind. This is a fantastic tripod. So, if you have any questions, comment below if you can. Share, subscribe, give it a thumbs up. If nothing else, head over to techgooch.com. You can get a hold of me directly. Down below, I'll have the link where you can actually, I'm making shirts from here on out. This is obviously my A7S III shirt that I made as a kind of a big fan of this camera. So that link's down in the description as well if you want to take a peek at that and any other shirt design that I've slowly been able to trickle out. Have at it. So thank you. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you back here on techgooch for a future video review. See you soon.